What's up?
Welcome to the Squirrel and PawPaw Fire Hour. If that ain't country, I'll kiss your ass. Figure we do something together since we don't really get on here too much. We're a little older, a little wiser, you know,
Password.
little different perspectives on stuff.
Password.
So
32876. Write that down.
everything set up here.
32876.
So we just out here hanging out, drinking a cold one.
Yeah.
Shoot the shit.
Work on nature.
Y'all got anything y'all want to say? Say it. We got Boudreaux over here on the sidelines moderating. Well, PawPaw, what you got good today?
What do I got good today? I had my physical this morning. That's always great.
Got to turn your head and cough.
No, they didn't make me do that, but they are going to make me shit in a box and send it in.
Well, that's a big one.
I reckon that's the new, whatever the hell they call it, Cola Guard or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Colo Guard.
They're supposed to send that to me. I got to shit in a box and send it back.
That's pretty cool.
Well,
I don't know how cool it'll be.
I don't know if that's going to be cool or not.
You should make it a statement. Just do it right in the middle of your living room. Squat.
Oh, that'd be bad.
That would be bad. Just do it one day when Sarah's good and mad at you, and just be like, you know what I think?
Oh, Lord. I don't want to start a fight.
They'd probably start one if anything would.
Let's start a fight big as shit.
Big time. Yeah, we're just sitting out here in the country. Hot day today, been cool, but it's nice today. It's a little warm, but you know. So, guess we'll talk a little bit about ourselves. We're both live in the country.
Yep.
How old? You ain't gotta say your age, but you're a little older than me.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't give a damn to have my damn age.
Here he goes.
Huh?
Just say your blank years young. He's 18.
18, my age.
Can't see you. Count for
Pick
you.
up.
Count on the dog.
48.
48. You are.
I'm 48.
9 years older than me.
That's still not that bad.
Not bad.
Bad enough.
But I have more age difference between my own sister than I do with you.
Well, I can't help
Actually,
it.
both my older siblings.
Shit, I have almost as much age difference totally than fucking.
But yeah. My parents started over. I got a sister that's 18 years older than me and a brother that's 12 years older than me.
Damn.
I go to the store with my sister and they thought she was my mama. My mama picked me up from school and they're like, Squirrel, your grandma's here to pick you up. It's not my grandma. That's my mama.
Oh, I ain't never had that said.
Yeah, I got that a lot. Got that a whole lot.
We need to work on the pin comment. I don't know. Make one. Your PawPaw. Alright.
So where did you grow up, Tommy?
All over.
Tell us some cash
Yeah.
stories.
Started out from, well, when I was a baby, I was in Nashville with my mama and my daddy. Then they got divorced.
Oh, they were actually married, huh?
Yeah. I was 9 months old when they got divorced, supposedly. I don't know. I don't remember that fucking far back.
Me neither.
Then I wound up in Portland, Tennessee.
I lived there for a while.
For about
We're doing their thing.
up until I was about 5, and then I got back to Nashville with my daddy till I was about 10. Then Portland again.
Doing great.
It's too many times in Portland, brother.
I know,
Yeah,
believe me. And then I wound up in Pulaski down on the Tennessee-Alabama line for about 7 years.
What was Pulaski like?
I was going to say, if anybody out there watching knows what Pulaski's famous for, put it in the comments.
They famous for a lot of things, but I'm telling you right now, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
To me, it seemed like it was right the opposite.
Yeah, now, yeah.
Horns down.
Lots happened since the Civil War.
Oh, well, yeah.
But now
You
what
know,
was
I was in
Pulaski like?
Pulaski, and then I come back in this neck of the woods.
Right neck of the woods.
Yep. Been here for nearly 32 years now.
Damn it, boy.
Got 32 right now.
Well, I'm kind of similar. I was born in Nashville. Well, I didn't live there, but I was born in Nashville. We lived in
I
Portland.
was assuming he was born in
And then I lived in Portland until I was like 5, 6. I was in school. And then we moved to Texas for a little while. And we lived with my aunt and uncle because my dad worked on the pipeline. And he worked in West Texas. And come home on weekends. And then in September of 1995, we moved to a little unknown community called Sulphura, which most people call it Oak Grove.
Yeah.
But it's a little community between Oak Grove and Graball. You know where Graball is?
Grab that's a deep
Because nobody knows where that's at.
Grab all. That's a fucking deep cut.
We lived there. We farmed. We had a tobacco farm, and we farmed cattle and all that bullshit. I left home at 17, joined the military. Stayed gone about 4.5 years. Came home. Worked on pipeline for a while. I bounced around a lot. Worked lived in Castalian Springs for a little while, and then moved to Westmoreland in 2008. And they ain't run me off yet. Even though I'm about to run my goddamn self off.
You about to run yourself off. Well, I looked at the military myself. I took all the tests and all that shit, but I couldn't pass the physical. I looked at going into the Air Force. But as far as the paperwork wise, I could do that shit. But with the way my eyes and shit are, they just wouldn't let me go on in.
Yeah, it happens.
The Marines
I started my naval career as a midshipman because I was going to be I was going to attend the Naval Academy, and I figured out real quick that I didn't like school to start with. I sure as hell probably wasn't going to like an Ivy League school, so I just went the enlisted route instead.
I wasn't a big school kid.
I was not. I was always a smart kid, but I don't. Book smarts always came smart to me, but it's just it don't interest me at all.
I mean, I got 6 hours worth of college under my belt, and that made me realize why the fuck I quit school to fucking begin with.
I got an associate's degree in a field that I don't even use anymore. Which was I went to Tennessee Tech. I wound up my son was born, so I took an associate's degree. So technically I have a computer degree, a computer science degree, but I used it for 6 months. I went to work for Amazon and I oversaw their robot maintenance.
Huh.
And I ran my mouth and I left.
You ran your mouth and left, huh? Me, myself, where I worked, I looked at moving up, this, that, and other when I was younger, thinking, more money, better, be better for the family and shit. And I was told I was too damn aggressive to be a supervisor or manager.
Well, you'd be surprised because I've been in a supervisory state before, and they do not like aggressive people. But aggressiveness in the workplace works. I'm sorry.
Except the one guy going
It does.
Yeah.
It just works.
I call my place my own little hell. I've been working there for right at 30 fucking years. And I put myself outside for a reason. I drive a yard truck back in trailers all day and all night. Damn near, from daylight to dark. But it's my own personal little hell, but with me being outside, it keeps me a job because I don't cuss everybody inside.
That's exactly right.
That's the only reason why I still got a fucking job. Because
Me-
I'm outside.
That's why I've always had outside. I always liked outside work because I cannot be cooped up in one place. I cannot stare at four walls all day.
I was a cave dweller for a minute when I first started working there, loading trucks.
Speaking of cave dwelling, I almost took a job as a miner over in Carthage back years ago, and I said,
I don't know about all
"No."
that.
The old zinc mine, remember the old zinc mine? They shut it down
Yeah.
now, but yeah. Good friend of mine worked out there, and he's like, "Man, it's the coolest job in the world, man. They give you a hard hat, they give you some nice gloves.
I don't know about
Oh,
all that. I don't know
you're only a
about
mile
all
and a half underground, you know.
Yeah, fuck that.
Not my thing.
You get to sleep
I chose to run into burning buildings.
You'll make good homies.
I got to be a firefighter for 10 years, which that was like a lifelong dream, and that was cool until I got hurt doing shit. In the country, we ain't got good internet.
And I don't understand why it keeps knocking off.
At least he tried.
Well, Elon Musk wants to help everybody else out. He can hook us up with some of that damn internet.
Some of that free internet
Yeah.
for the damn country.
Free internet for the country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn right.
The Ukrainians and Africans can get free Wi-Fi, but we can't.
Insane like it.
Different generation, man. So now
Remember
I wanted to ask a question earlier. So what was Y2K like? Because as someone who was shitting in diapers at the time, I really what was up with that?
I was still in school.
I was at
That was
church.
because 2000.
What are you talking about?
I was about to start high school. I was about to start high school, and because I was in freshman in high school when 9/11 happened, and then but yeah, Y2K was wild because around here I felt like it was half people took it seriously and half the people didn't give a fuck.
Shit. Yeah.
My dad kind of rode that fence because it was like depending on what he was drinking that day, like he really gave a damn, but you know we farmed, so we canned and we did all that and
Getting free.
yeah, so we it was common back then for our electricity just to be out for no reason, so we were kind of used to it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, as far as me, the mornings, like you were saying, I mean, the 9/11 thing, I was on my way to buy breakfast that morning and heard it come across the radio. And I called the old lady. I said, "Are you watching the news?" She said, "Yeah, I'm watching it." And I was like, "Well, fuck. I guess it,
yeah.
some kind of bullshit going on."
It was real. Now 9/11 affected me more than anything. It like I said, I was in high school. I was in honors agriculture class, which I didn't know that there was an honors of agriculture, but apparently there is. And one of the other teachers ran in. We just didn't do shit that day. Like we had the little TVs in the room, and we just glued to the television. And the wildest thing is because it's close to Nashville and in between all these big cities, there's planes flying over here all the time. And that's what I thought was so wild was how quiet it was because there was planes flying.
There wasn't nothing.
There was nothing. No helicopters, no planes, no nothing.
Which they do maneuvers out here in this area anyway.
Yeah, they did the other day. We stopped by here. The old lady was getting flyers, and a bunch of helicopters was flying over and shit. And they got a lot of.
They've been doing a lot of damn maneuvers and shit.
Yeah.
As far as the Y2K thing, we partied like hell that night, or I did. Old lady was pregnant with my youngest daughter at the time.
Oh yeah, she was, wasn't she?
Which was born July that year. She wasn't pregnant with her long, about 2 or 3 months pregnant.
I always forget how young she is. Yeah.
Yeah, my baby girl's a millennial. I can't help it. She's born in 2000.
Which I thought I had people like the way they break down the generations and stuff. It's aggravating too because technically I get roped in with the millennials, but I'm I
I don't,
ride.
I don't
I'm like,
see how that is though, because you like the
well, my parents are baby boomers, so how am I a millennial?
that don't make sense.
You know what I mean? My parents aren't Gen X. My older siblings are Gen X.
Well, I'm Gen X. I know I got a fucking attitude. I mean, that's part of it.
Yeah.
I know I'm an asshole. I've been called worse. Way worse.
Well, you're like me. You're married. Hell, half the time I think my name's motherfucker.
Well, I get called that every now and again, but not that often.
I take it lovingly.
I mean it in good terms, though.
In very good terms, I think. I hope.
Well, that's all we can do is hope.
Oh,
It could be worse. But no, I'm grown up, got married, which my old lady probably, I don't know, I guess she probably saved my damn life. I'm telling you, I mean, because
yeah, mine too.
I was in some shit, son. I'm telling you, I mean, a little bit of every fucking thing, fucking pills, weed,
Going on.
fucking drinking.
Partying like it was 1999.
I was done with fucking bars before I was ever legal enough to go in one.
Yeah.
I've been thrown out of so many fucking bars before I turned 21. It's unreal.
Yeah. I remember my dad telling me on my 21st birthday, because they threw me like a little surprise party. And he's just like, well, how you feel? I'm like, well, you know, another day. He goes, well, thank you. And he gave me a little present. It was a little box, like this little bitty wrap package. And I opened it up, and it was one of them novelty gas station keychains.
Yeah.
And it says, you're 21. You're finally can do legally what you've been doing since you're 15.
Yep.
And I was just like, I just looked at him. He goes, I knew everything, son. And I was just like, well, I figured you did.
Well, I mean, it's like as hell. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was in and out of bars, shooting pool tournaments.
Yeah.
Taking money from the drunk motherfuckers, and they get mad and they kick me out.
That was not uncommon.
I mean, damn.
That wasn't uncommon. Like my dad, he was a commander of one of the local American Legions when I was a kid, and we stayed up there, and so I learned illegal poker machines and pool tournaments and all that kind of stuff. I mean, hell, I was conceived in a bar.
We're just gonna go ahead and swap this to the crisp data. That way, that should.
Politics. We ain't talking about politics.
No, somebody in chat said something about the current political whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we ain't doing that.
For now,
we don't do.
We don't do politics. I tell you what, if you want to mention politics, I am starting my own party. I call it the Brisketarian Party. We will make brisket $1.97 a pound again.
Hell yeah, I second it.
Yeah. I want to partner with the American Beef Growers Association, and we're gonna feed the homeless and make barbecues badass again. That's all I got to say about politics.
Hell yeah, that lander. That landed well.
Brisket.
More of that shit. Keep more of the brisket too. Keep going. Whip it out.
Yeah. Hashtag Brisketarian. Yeah, well, let's see that popping.
Hell yeah, dude, that's not even a thing. We could own that hashtag.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
So get some merch going like Squirrel 2024.
Brisketarian.
Dude, we can
on the
make
Brisketarian ticket.
Dude, make a pinned comment right now. Squirrel 2024 brisket. Do it. Do it now.
I put hashtag Brisketarian.
Do it.
Yeah, but with no context.
Well, when they ask, we'll let them know.
So here's the question: have y'all learned anything new about the ones that generally don't front run this shit?
Yeah, we ain't as loud.
we ain't as loud as the mouth of the South. I'll tell you that shit right now.
Oh, hippie. We'll say like we're saying it to his face because he's sitting right there.
I was told.
Well, hippie's been online.
Yeah.
Where's his ass at?
They in the chat.
He's
Why
in
is he
the
in the
chat.
chat? Why ain't he having a set?
Well, you know, he had that
I thought
spat.
He had that spat.
How about that?
He still ain't allowed to mobilize
I heard
himself.
nowadays though he can actually scat.
Yeah. He actually He can use his body as it was meant to again.
Well,
Like he
yeah.
previously used to squat. Fuck you, man.
Maybe a little.
Playing the food.
Somebody
y'all don't
said
do
in the comments,
sports, huh?
beware of the bear, but no shit, there are bear sightings out in this area here lately.
yeah. They more and more.
More and more and more.
More panthers too.
Oh yeah, mountain lions up around here again. But they was here to begin with. The hell, they was here.
Yeah. Well, I can remember. It was back here. When we cleaned all that, there was a tree line where that trailer's sitting now that we cleared out. Oh, J.W. Thompson brought his bulldozer and shit over. We fucking cleaned that shit out. Come across the fucking yellow jacket nest from hell. And you talking about some bitch. J.W. was something else.
Oh yeah.
He was wild as shit, but a good dude, I'm telling you. He'd do anything for anybody.
Oh yeah, it was.
And he left his dozer because these yellow jackets was eating him alive. And that dozer wound up down in the bottom back yonder.
Damn.
And the only thing that stopped it was a fucking tree.
Damn.
And but I tell you what, it ain't nothing but 5 gallons of diesel fuel and
A little far.
a little fire didn't take care of them. Them bastards ain't been back. And here it is 30-something years later.
They don't like fire.
It burnt them some bitches up in the ground, son.
You know, I was sitting here thinking it's kind of ironic, man. You sitting here on these damn cell phones, you know, streaming on the internet.
This shit didn't exist when we was young.
Pretty much, it didn't exist until we were adults.
Said until
Not
like
even
the
like
fucking
teenage
year
years.
ago.
Like, no, they ain't running. They're sitting right here.
Yo.
It was so. I appreciate the internet, but I feel like people got so much information and they ain't got no wisdom. It just
That's a lot of.
a lot of.
Now, how would you explain that?
Dunning-Kruger syndrome.
I mean, you just Dunning-Kruger syndrome's a very good.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of thing and act like you're an expert.
Yeah, I mean, but
Google come out in 98.
the internet was around in the 80s. I know. I had a senior chief who sent the first email from a submarine.
Yeah, but back
that
then,
was not.
It was military and hospitals. That's all that was
You
allowed.
had higher. Us poor folk did not have all that stuff. The first time I ever saw a cell phone was my dad became like a management position. And he got a company cell phone. It was one of the brick phones.
I had a brick.
You got a brick?
I had a Nokia brick.
I didn't have the brick. I had the solid black Nokia. I called it a brick because it was about that long.
Well, it was about the size of like a house phone, like a cordless.
Yeah, it looked
house phone.
like a cordless house phone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one.
I had a Nokia brick.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. I need 2. Let's go.
Don't abuse it.
Hippie for the cat. Oh, stole again.
Why you gotta
Is it Stone Cold right now?
But I mean, I remember that phone very well. Had it through. Pretty sure it was Bluegrass Cellular.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I think that's who my first one was.
Nokia?
Bluegrass.
When I
I
come
bet
back
it was
here.
Nokia.
Which no longer exists because Verizon bought them the fuck out.
Nokia?
Yeah, Nokia brick about the size of a cordless house phone.
With the big antenna?
It didn't have a big antenna on it.
Oh, it
you,
just had the
you
little.
had to buy. It had a little antenna
But
on
you
it,
could unscrew it and buy a big antenna to put on.
or you could take the back off. And they had this patch deal that you can put on the inside of the phone, and it fucking boosts your service like nobody's fucking
Yeah.
business. I never dropped a call with that motherfucker.
That's why they got rid of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I never dropped a call with it.
You remember the Razor? Everybody had one. They had to discontinue service on it because nobody was making new phones.
Exactly.
And
You
but
didn't
the
need
new Razor's ass.
Nah, but that metal one that everybody had one. Every fucking it was a horse of different color in everybody's palm, dude. You had purple, pink, green, yellow.
Because
Yeah, my ex-wife had one of the metal, the flip
and,
phone
and
razor.
the
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
indestructible
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
I had the so-called indestructible phone that Verizon had at the time, and where we lived, I had a full basement, and I was literally had checked my phone, just hung up a call, and was standing at the top of the stairs. And as I was walking down, I went to stick my phone in my pocket, and when I did, it flipped out, hit 3 steps, and then hit the concrete floor, and it exploded into like 1,000 pieces. She did the exact same thing, picked it up, made a phone call,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
That sounds about right.
That's why they discontinued service on
I
it.
mean, yeah.
And then after that, there was the iPhone. Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
I'm
iPhone.
not an iPhone
But-
person.
They had to discontinue the Razor for that shit to come through because
I
nobody's buying new
refuse to
phones.
submit to Steve Jobs' cult.
Yeah, really.
I'm just not doing it.
The only thing I think is good about them is you have better internet protection for your videos. You know what I'm saying? They get you out of there.
How many times is that iCloud?
No, I'm talking about like the website.
Ginger's over here ruining the iCloud porn.
No, I'm talking about just
Hmm.
porn websites. Like it protects better. They
Yeah,
have
well, I
better-
don't know.
it has way better antivirus.
Float your boat, brother.
It has better antivirus than
Yeah.
the Samsung.
One
does.
thing I can say about a fucking iPhone, and it happened.
Hey,
just a
hell
few
yeah, you
months
tell them.
back,
You fucking tell them.
is that motherfucker can withstand a 500-degree fire in a goddamn grill
It can.
and still
witnessed it.
fucking work. It blacked the screen a little bit, cracked it a little bit, but the bastard still worked.
It worked.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have thought it was that indestructible, but
No,
it proved me wrong.
blew my fucking mind.
We got 10 likes, by the way.
Word.
Didn't have to
10
smoke
likes.
shit. I'm jealous.
So here's my question for y'all. Y'all enjoying this or not?
Hell yeah. You want to give a shout out to one of your frequent viewers? Shout out Mr. Jetpack.
Jetpack.
Oh,
He's
Mr.
here every
Jetpack.
night.
What up, Jetpack?
He's one of our repeat offenders.
Repeat offender,
Repeat offender.
Jetpack. What about Wade? He said he was going to be on here tonight.
I think I
Is he
saw
coming
Wade.
Wade
on?
is here.
I see
What
Wade
about
for a
it,
minute.
Wade?
What's up, man?
About JoJo. Smash.
I ain't
Well, now,
seen
so
JoJo.
far we've had Hippie, Make Pizza Great Again.
Hippie,
Antonio.
Make pizza great again. What?
I didn't know it stopped being great.
Hell, pizza's always been a staple in my household.
That's what's prompted the brisketarian discussion.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah.
They were like, okay. I
Hey,
guess
they
I'm
make
gonna head
brisket
out now.
pizza in Texas.
Hell
And
yeah.
What?
it's fire.
Is it with
You can get
barbecue
it around
sauce?
here.
Yeah, well, they do like a sauce and the chopped brisket on top.
Y'all ever been to Melon Mushroom?
Never been to Melon.
They have a fucking mushroom pizza that's like it's truffle sauce as like poured on it and everything.
I bet that's fire.
I'm not a shroom man, in other than certain terms, but I've heard it was flying. It smelled of shrooms when they poured it. It had garlic aioli sauce made out of
Oh,
truffles.
that sounds
too.
fire.
Been a minute.
Had that bitch
I
in
ain't had
fucking
truffles in a while.
Denver.
Been a minute.
It's been a
Denver
while
Melon
since I've
Mushroom.
had any. It's a different flavor. You don't grow up eating stuff like that. It's definitely a different sensation, different taste, you know. But yeah, if there's anything else anything y'all want to know, want us to see us do, I mean, we ain't as surprised these younger folks are, but we'll do some stupid shit maybe.
Yeah, I done some stupid shit last weekend.
You did a cartwheel, didn't you?
Yeah, my old ass done a fucking cartwheel
They saw,
like a dummy.
TJ at the Grove saw that.
Did he? I need to see TJ do one.
TJ would probably do one.
He probably.
He tried, didn't
Man,
he?
he try hard as
He,
hell.
he,
People
he, he
can.
tried like a motherfucker, wouldn't
He try hard as hell.
He got the hype for it. That's the softest spoken big man I've ever
Well,
met.
you
in my
got
life.
that
he? Oh,
momentum.
you ain't here for me to do it.
Ooh. Y'all can discuss music if you want to go down them fucking.
Yeah, they love talking about that.
What music?
Southern rock or classic rock? Which one you prefer?
I'm a Southern rock all the way.
See, I knew
I love classic
knew
rock. I mean,
cut
I'm
the
a
bugger.
music
I knew I
person.
cut right down the middle with that.
What the hell, JJ?
I mean, I grew up
Why you
on.
gonna do it?
Because it's intriguing.
I
conversation.
listen
I knew it
to
was
all
gonna work.
fucking music. I listen to old school hip hop, classic rock, southern rock, old school country. I listen to it all. If it's got a good beat, we'll roll with it.
Which one's better, classic or southern? And why? What's your favorite southern rock band?
I'm gonna go Southern rock, just because Southern rock speaks to the Southern soul.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
My
I don't
all-time,
disagree.
favorite Southern rock songs or bands rather, is a tie between Leonard Skinner and the Allman Brothers, because
Oh my brother.
Yeah.
you wouldn't without the Allman Brothers, you wouldn't have Leonard Skinner,
That's right.
and without Leonard
Okay.
Skinner's Allman Brothers, music wouldn't be perpetuated to this day.
I agree.
I wouldn't
that
be
in
jamming.
Martin
I
Smoke
wouldn't
it.
be the Midnight Rider at 9 p.m.
Southern rock band, Skinner and CCR. I'd say.
Skinner, CCR,
Okay, but
38
what
Special.
what about the question though? Southern rock or classic rock?
You know.
I answered Southern
No, he
rock.
ain't.
Well, yeah,
I'm
but-
split.
No, it can't be split. You gotta pick. You gotta pick. I knew it fucking split. I know.
Alright, I do like my classic rock. Like your
Eagles.
Nazareth,
Eagles.
Eagles, oh fuck yeah.
Eagles. I mean, all kinds of them, son.
I will always prefer Southern rock, but I love music. I mean,
Music in general is the shit. It helps the soul.
exactly.
Shouldn't be behind the camera. That way they're
You know,
looking
I
at
like
us when we're talking to us.
They're probably
And they're
making.
looking at the
Sabbath,
Well, they're
Led
good at it.
Zeppelin,
They're
you know,
looking at us
like you said,
fine.
CCR.
They keep
And I like the old blues too. I mean, the old Texas, like, Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Yeah.
it was God on earth, with that guitar. I mean, all that BB King.
Fuck yeah. Now we're getting into some blues now.
I mean,
I can do some BB King.
That's my shit. We have a road trip planned to Mississippi just to go to the crossroads because just the whole, Robert Johnson. And,
That would be cool as fuck.
oh, that would be awesome.
Go to the crossroads. That
Yep.
would be cool as fuck.
But I dig it. Like Clapton, I was that kid, that teenager growing up. I had that poster of the graffiti on the brick wall. Clapton is God.
Yeah.
I had that poster growing up. Jimi Hendrix.
Hendrix was good. He was.
Not a huge Beatles fan.
No,
It wasn't
not
my
really.
thing. I respected John Lennon. I respect John Lennon for his kind of what he put out in the world, I guess. But Paul McCartney, Ringo, all of them. George Harrison, I think it was probably my favorite, just because he wrote my favorite song, all-time favorite song, "As My Guitar Gently Weeps," and that's like my all-time favorite song. So
digging it.
Wait,
Outlaws, fuck yeah, thank you, Wade. I actually got to see when I saw Skinner for the first time is when Huey Thomason from the Outlaws was one of their guitar players after to take Alan Collins' place.
Well, the first time I seen Skinner, it was Skinner and Eagles at a venue called Starwood.
Starwood Amphitheater. That's where I saw Skinner. I saw
in Nashville, and which no longer fucking exists, and I want to know why.
I do too, because we have a Send Amphitheater now, but it's right there in Nashville.
Yeah, Starwood
Starwood's
was way better.
It was in Wilson County, and the best. I went to so many concerts there.
Well, actually, it was kind of Rutherford, Wilson, Davidson.
Right there on that corner.
On that corner.
Yeah.
And
And
the
it was badass.
last concert we went to at Starwood, I took my wife, and we went to see the Kid Rock Cadillac Pussy Tour.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We had grass seats, and we was having a good old time. And she asked me, she asked me, she said, why ain't you drinking anything? I said, you'll see when we leave.
Roadblock.
We counted 37 motherfuckers pulled over getting DUIs before we made it back to the interstate from the
Yeah.
amphitheater. And the interstate was less than 2 miles away.
Oh, yeah.
37 motherfuckers pulled over. That shit, I'm
I
telling you.
saw my very first concert at Starwood Amphitheater, and it was, I can't remember who the first is. It was like it was somebody no name, like little opener. And then it was Montgomery Gentry and Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, shit.
And Montgomery Gentry kicked ass. Hank Jr. come up, and no disrespect to Hank, but he was awesome like the first half of the show, but he had a bottle of whiskey up there, and he was hitting it the whole damn time. So about halfway through the set, he was so drunk, he literally kicked his entire band off the stage, had somebody bring an acoustic guitar out, and he sat down and just started strumming. And the first thing he did was "Country Boy Can't Survive," and he got all the words wrong. He was just like
All of
the
his
whole
own,
way.
all of his own words.
Yeah, just
pretty bad.
It was rough. But I saw Skinner there like 6 times. I saw 38 Special there. I saw Molly Hatchet there. I saw Poison there.
Skinner, they go. Now, Poison, see, now you getting into my, deal. I mean, you got Poison, Cinderella, Warrant. I mean, that's,
When the men look like women.
well, I can't help that. But back then, the ballads is what fucking hit big. You know what I'm saying? All their ballad shit hit great.
Speaking of Southern rock, my son's in Georgia right now to see Leonard Skinner and ZZ Top.
Really?
He is. It's his birthday present. His birthday is Monday. Squirrel Jr., if you're watching this, and you're probably not because you're probably at that concert, your birthday's Monday. Happy birthday, son.
Monday's also mine, no lady's anniversary. 29 years.
That's a long time in jail.
It don't seem that long. It really don't.
Flies by.
We've been together for 31, been married almost 29 of them.
Me and mine almost been together better part of a decade now, so it's like, that's weird.
That's weird.
It is. I went from saying I was never going to get married again. And I got married again, so I wouldn't trade it for nothing. She's my woman. She's probably in there watching. It's funny the fucking delay watching.
So now,
Yeah.
how about
What?
how y'all feel about sports?
Sports?
Well, what was your sports like? Well, what kind of
What sports?
extracurriculars did you have in school? Golden year
Extracurriculars in
Are
school.
you sure you want to go with that?
Well, sure.
Well, as far as the one we could talk about,
Yeah.
I was a band nerd for a little while.
Been there, done that.
I played trumpet and trombone.
I played trumpet.
When I was a kid, I've always played baseball. I played baseball from like 2nd grade till I was a sophomore, junior in high school. I played 2 years of hockey as a kid. Roller hockey, not ice hockey, because it's cold. I don't like cold.
Me neither. That's why you'll never see me up north. It's too fucking cold.
Roller hockey a little bit more. Asphalt's a lot more unforgiving than ice. I say that, but I've also I don't ice skate.
Well, I put it this way. Anytime I've ever been on a damn pair of roller skates growing up, I broke fingers.
Yep.
And fuck that shit. If I get on ice skates, I'll probably cut a fucking hand off, and I don't want to do that. I'm a
I was pretty fire on some inlines now. I can move. I didn't. I was a kid. My dad was a boxer and did taekwondo, so I learned. I did. Dad taught me how to box, and then he put me in taekwondo for a few years. And I didn't even fuck with martial arts until like my mid-20s, I guess, when my son was a little older, and me and him started doing it. And I got into mixed martial arts, which I didn't not fucking competing, nothing like
Yeah.
that. But it was fun. It's like a combination of like karate, jujitsu,
Yeah.
boxing, a little bit.
My stepbrother went
Did
into
kung
that,
fu for like 4 years.
did
That
some
was
of that MMA shit. He had a couple of matches. He done pretty good. He fared out
Yeah, I got a friend of mine from
a
school.
couple of
He competed.
times. And then the last time he got his ass whooped so bad, I think he gave it up. He's still taking classes and
Yeah,
shit.
I got more like I don't know.
He got
I
his
felt like I
ass
got more
whooped.
feedback from doing kung fu than I did anything, just because it's more it's as much about the inside as it is the outside. But the difference between kung fu and the other contact sports I did is like kung fu will teach you how to fight in a door frame. Like
Yeah.
it's immediate.
Yeah.
It's literally so it's self defense in the closest range. Where like Taekwondo has fucking 20 something kicks, Kung Fu has 2. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple. It's a little bit more spiritual, I guess.
As far as sports on my end,
You football player with me.
I played a lot of fucking football from Pee Wee up to my sophomore year in high school till I fucked my leg up. Tried out for basketball. Never played baseball. I mean, I played for fun, but I never played on no team.
Everybody in my family played basketball, but I was not. I am not a basketball player. I am literally the runt of my family. Everybody on my dad's side of the family is over 6 foot tall, and I wasn't even over 5 foot tall until I was 16 years old. So you know what I mean? So it just that don't work for me. My older brother, he played for Western Kentucky until he got hurt. He blew his knee out. It kind of ended his basketball, not football. But has never been my thing.
Yeah.
I would really like to get into racing like that. I think that's more my
Drag racing be my
drag
shit.
racing. Would be awesome. I raced like quad motocross for a couple of years, just on the amateur
Yeah.
circuit, just for fun. That was pretty cool.
For shits and giggles.
And I did that until it just got to costing too much money.
And of course, like in high school, I mean, by the time I become a junior in high school, I spent more time outside of school than I did in school. So, I mean, I'd ride the bus to school, walk through the front door, somebody say, hey, let's go do this today. And I'd walk out the fucking back door and we'd hammer on it.
Yeah.
Now,
Only other thing I did, like when I was younger, I was in Boy Scouts. I did get my Eagle Scout. They didn't want me to, but by God, I got it. And then I was an Air Force cadet. And that's what I was. I almost had my private pilot's license. Like I was like very close because they had a program if you were a cadet that you could fly for like cheap.
yeah.
You got a discount on everything. And I did all my ground school and all that stuff, and because I've always loved flying. I've always been infatuated with it. I wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid. I was like,
Yeah.
poor ass farm kid. That's where I wanted to be. I'd rather been up there.
Say
than
what
right
up to Jack Doobie. He's with a hippie.
Oh, is he now?
Jack Doobie.
What about it, boy?
You should have brought Hippie out here with you.
Well, yeah, but he's there.
That's
But I know
fine.
he's there and not here. But at least he's getting some company.
Yeah.
Somebody coming there.
No,
But they doing their private times, their business, boys.
that's it. You ain't gotta advertise the shit.
No, but it got a hellacious chuckle out of him.
Boy, it got me fucking.
I love when I really get him out of the blue because he just
Hit them sideways.
You're one of the few people who can. Just like get me fucking thing on them.
Yeah.
Me get one like
Stone Cold.
They in the bottom.
Good dogwood.
Good. Good taste. What you want?
Oh, you just think, he's stone cold.
But like I say, school wasn't for me. I learned that at a very young age. I stayed in more fucking trouble in school than I did anywhere, any fucking where else.
It's almost like throwing underhand. I'm not throwing it.
Yeah, we had some wild times.
It's just like throwing underhand. So if you threw underhand,
But
They said just chilling.
in our defense, you could get away with a lot more back then.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell, I went to a school that had a smoking area, boss.
Yeah.
PawPaw was around before the video camera.
We was around before zero
Yeah.
tolerance in school.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I carried a pocket knife in school until second grade.
Gun racks in the back.
gun racks in the truck.
Yep.
But nobody shot the place up.
And nobody shot the place up.
That's right.
Well,
Well, we had a damn shooting range after school. Shooting like
We
stick shoots and shit.
didn't. Now we tried to get it because when we found out that in the state of Tennessee you could get, they had like long rifle competitions.
Yeah, but wait, yeah, I
And
mean,
you could even do paint. I didn't know that until I was like a junior in high school. You could do paintball and as a high school, have a high school team.
oh hell, I didn't know
All you
that.
had to have was like 8 people, 8 or 10 people, something like that. But they didn't. They didn't let us have enough fun.
It's cold, boy.
But yeah, you could get a lot. Well, everybody knew everybody back then, though. I mean, there was several times. Like I got brought home by the police a lot, but they knew my mom and dad. So every time I got in trouble, it's like, all right, well,
Public,
you know,
Wade said he left school and home and lived in the woods for a year.
live in the woods for a year. I tell you what,
I might as well have lived in the woods for a year.
sometimes I thought about that myself. I mean, you know, when I was young, I'd probably been better off. I'm telling you.
Sometimes it works out that way. At age 14.
14, damn,
Boy.
son.
I got kicked out at 7.
Listen, now Wade has got the job.
Oh, it does.
You know what he does, right?
I don't know what he does.
Said Ola Angela.
Hola, Angela.
Wade works.
Como esta?
Wade.
What did Wade do?
He grows.
You hired
Wade
Wade?
said it was the He said it was the best year of his life.
I bet it was.
Wade has the killer job, though. I'd love to have that job.
Give it some time. You're on the line.
I'm telling you, I would love it.
Give it time. You have veterans. You could do it for caretaking if you're on a certain line of the state.
Well,
the particular county has already opted out.
Yeah, we know sis.
What?
He thug righteous growing up. Growing up in the hood, didn't he?
yeah, unfortunately, I did. I mean, I lived in, growing up, East Nashville, next to the John Wayne Gacy projects. I was, and I'm not being racist or nothing like that. I was the only white kid allowed in them projects to play with the rest of the fucking kids. But there was a reasoning behind that.
I grew up in Texas. When I was in elementary school down there, I was like, the one of few white kids. So I completely get it.
Well, part of that reason was my dad.
Right. Yeah.
That's one reason why my dad served time in the pen. But
Well, technically, my dad served time in the pen, but it was in Vietnam. And I don't think we need to talk about that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, my dad was out of my life for a good 10, 12 years there.
Honest. What up?
So, due to his stupidity, but he got caught.
Everybody does.
That's all I'm saying. He got caught.
When I was a teenager, me and my friends thought it'd be cool to steal one of them big blue postal service boxes, just for a little while. It turned out to not be a good idea.
That's not a good idea. That's a federal offense,
Actually, it is. But because we did not harm, or it was missing a whole of 6 hours, and I got some community service, and
they don't.
We put it back. We didn't, no
They
harm, no
don't
foul.
like newspapers saying disappearing from places, do
Well, no.
I know that.
You guys are living your best life right now. I wish you both the best. I like to think we are living our best life.
I'm telling you, and it's only going to get better from here.
Damn right.
It's the way I look at it.
I mean, it's going to be good for me either way. I mean, I'm just planning on my midlife crisis already.
Dude.
So it's just going to get lit here, just like any time.
I'm not looking for no midlife crisis.
I want to have a fun midlife crisis. It ain't going to be a crisis. It's going to be like a midlife just throwdown.
Throwdown. Well, there we go. I could go with that. A midlife throwdown. I could deal with that. Hell yeah.
Are you a really old young guy?
Who's that?
That's what. Yes. I'm a really old young guy. Yeah.
Well, it's health problems and everything else.
Oh,
which we both have.
It's
health
not
problems.
the years, it's the mileage.
That's
Okay?
it. You damn right.
You can buy a 2023 Chevrolet pickup, and it's gonna be it'll be a good truck. It might have 500,000 miles on it.
Shit, it may have more than that. It's like me, fuck, I've been working since I was old enough to get in a fucking hayfield.
Yep. I had my first paying job at 12 years old, and I worked at the Tennessee, Kentucky stockyard. And all I did was unload trailers and put livestock in the pens and give them feed and water. And then on auction day, I was the one that brought them out to, circle them around for the auction.
Be bid on.
Be bid on and all that. Just ginger traipsing through the wilderness.
I bet Mama done told him in time to go.
50-50. Yeah, it was a cool looking exit, I'm not going to lie. Like he was never there and just disappeared.
It'd be alright.
But like I say, I mean, it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. We both have.
I've been shit. I tell you what, near-death experiences.
Yep.
Oh,
How many?
3. Because I about bit the bullet. Well, I did bite the bullet, and I just came back on a deployment years ago. And then I've had 2 heart attacks, and I had a house collapse on me as a fireman. So, that's 4.
That's fuck.
So, yeah.
That didn't help.
That didn't help. That didn't help none.
No.
Which, when I say a house collapse, it was literally an additional room that was added onto a house, and that roof came down on me. Broke my back in 3 places, and the doctor said it had my head been tilted like one way or the other, different. It would either been dead or paralyzed from the neck down. But hey, you got to pay it off. I don't know. I read a quote the other day, and I thought it was the most badass thing because I have. It was comparing firefighters to Marines, which I have a lot of respect for. And like firefighters are like Marines, in that they can be in the worst position with the worst equipment, and they will get the job done. We are the only profession that is unionized and never goes on strike. So think about that next time you see a big red truck rolling down there. And we get the least amount of money out of everybody.
That's badass.
So
Yeah.
help out your local firefighters.
Volunteer or otherwise.
Yeah, volunteer. Hey, take a case of water. Take some sandwiches up there. Them guys deserve it. Guys and gals. I'm not trying to be sexist.
Wonder what happens when two people do it at the same time.
That's even better.
Potluck at the fire.
Hey,
fire
potlucks at the fire hall. We live in a small town, and when I started my firefighting career, and we had a bunch of storms hit here one night, and it was literally, we'd pull back in the station. We couldn't so much as get out of the truck before the next call went out. And when we came back like that last time at like 2 o'clock in the morning, we had a crock pot of soup. We had sandwiches and
Hell yeah.
hot coffee. And when you're out there and you're in the weather, you're in the elements, and already dealing with bullshit, that means a lot,
Yeah,
So,
sure enough.
are any of you guys into hunting or firearms? Really big into firearms.
Yep.
I haven't really hunted much. I bird hunt now. I used to be a big deer hunter, big turkey hunter in my younger years. I like to eat the stuff. I'm just too crippled to hunt.
Well, as far as being crippled, I'm not as crippled. But I hunt when necessary. If I get hungry, I'm going to hunt. I ain't going to starve.
Oh,
That's
I
for
won't
damn
never
sure.
starve. I'll never go thirsty and I'll never starve.
Man
Cool.
talks about it like it's an instrument.
What's the difference between a laborer, a craftsman, and an artist?
Said, yeah, I'm into the firearm myself.
Man, Reach. That's a good fucking question, Reach Boss. I like that question. I think it's a progression. When you're a laborer, you're a learner.
Yep.
When you're a craftsman, you're kind of in the midst of the labor. You learn up to so much. When you're an artist, like, you've grown beyond what you've learned and you're creating yourself. That would be my definition.
Yeah.
I would say a laborer does it because he has to. A craftsman does it because he wants to.
And an artist
And
does
an
too because
artist
he loves
does it because he has no other choice but to do.
Well, on the last one, it's iffy.
I'm more into the firearm. He talks about it like it's an instrument.
A firearm is an
I'm
instrument.
into the
A
firearm.
firearm is a tool.
Yeah.
If you really think about it,
Are hammers an
a
instrument?
firearm can be compared to a drill.
Yeah.
Because for those of y'all that don't know firearms, like when you hear caliber means hundredths of an inch. So you could compare a caliber to like a drill bit size. A bullet, when it leaves the barrel, spins.
Yep.
And puts a hole in something. So essentially, all a firearm is a drill that you can drill a hole from far away.
Yep.
But you didn't think of that.
But also, if you break in my house, you will be drilled.
If you break into my house, you will get drilled.
You
And
will
not
get
in a
drilled.
sexual good way. You will get drilled with the dildo of consequences, and it never comes with lube.
Nope.
Reach Boss, I don't think that was a fair question, because I think everybody would have their own answer to that question.
It's like a riddle, man.
It's like a riddle.
I think riddles have finite answers.
I like to work on the abstract myself.
Now, PawPaw, you raised the question about the near-death experiences.
Oh, yeah.
Squirrel laid his out. So
Well,
how are you standing?
Near-death experiences. Well, to start out,
I counted that stint with your mama last night. See the face of God on that one.
yeah, I hope you did. But anyway, when I was young, was the first one. We're just gonna leave that one at that.
Yeah.
I was really young. I probably wasn't even 7, 8 year old. Next go round,
Breach boss, yes, that's a very good answer. I like that. My answer I don't think was wrong, but yours that's a good answer. I like that.
That's nice.
second
Sorry,
go
go ahead.
round was I'm thinking.
I know your incident with that there.
I fell out of the back of a truck one time. My own fucking stupidity. It's a fucking wonder it didn't break my neck.
What would you necessarily consider that a? If you're falling off plenty of shit, what do you define as?
Oh, we was running about 40 miles an hour down
Okay,
the
fair
fucking
enough.
road,
I mean, at
and
that point,
somebody was a little overwhelmed and had to piss.
was that
Who's under
somebody
pressure?
you for
I,
chance?
I thought I was going to piss on the side of the truck, and it didn't happen like that. I fell out of the fucking truck.
Well,
But that was the second go round. Third go round, I fell out of a 4-tier barn hanging tobacco. Me and about 300 sticks of tobacco hit the ground.
Oh, somebody was pissed.
who hit first?
The backers fell below me,
Okay, that's
And you
good.
fell on the backer?
and I fell on the backer, and it looked like somebody beat the dog shit out of me. I had stabs and everything else from the damn backer stalks, and it took me a while to get over that bullshit.
Grady, no, we're not camping. This is like literally a backyard.
Yeah,
No, it just looks like that here.
It just
But-
looks like camping here all the time.
yes, sir.
That fucking
It's
It's a
very
beautiful way to live.
enjoyable. Another time, I had a pressure tank in a warehouse literally explode in my face
Holy,
and miss my head by probably less than a fucking inch.
Mm.
I just did get out of the way in time before it hit me.
Mm.
I got hit by the water, but the pressure tank literally exploded on me. And all I was doing was gauging the pressure on it, and it exploded.
Ooh.
Which tells me that motherfucker had way too
it had
much
way too
goddamn-
much pressure.
in the motherfucker.
Probably like that guy driving.
Yeah, way too much pressure.
Way too much.
Then I was in a car accident back in '98.
Bad car accident.
Should have been dead. The car looked like nobody come out of it alive. It was me, my sister-in-law, and one of our best friends.
Speaking of which, I saw him at the Macon County Fair. We went to one place.
Awesome.
Him and his daughter. We ran into him.
Cool. I ain't got to see him in a while.
It surprised me. I wasn't expecting
I
to see
ain't
him
got
either.
to see him. Which that shattered pretty much all the teeth in my fucking head. Which led to surgeries and everything else.
Back on the camera.
What you doing?
There you go.
Which led to surgeries and everything on my mouth. I got a top denture plate that I never fucking wear.
All right, speaking of surgeries, how many surgeries have you had?
I have had a total
This is where they scare the hell out of you.
5.
Had 5.
I've had a total of 5 surgeries.
I've actually not had that.
I've had all my teeth took out but 10. I had a cyst took out of my neck.
Actually, I'm hovering right close. If you count, where they do the thing when you go up your butt to repair something in your colon,
Yeah,
if you count that as surgery, I've had 4.
I've had a infection pocket dug out of my leg, about the size of a .45 bullet.
Ugh.
I've had, of
Brody.
course, being fixed.
Oh yeah, you did do that, didn't you?
That's been a long time ago.
I'm not doing that.
And they had to run. They considered it a surgery.
It
They
is.
run-
Yeah,
they
it's like
run
well,
a-
it's outpatient, but
They
yeah, it's a
run a
surgery.
they run a fucking pick line when I about died. When I found out I was a diabetic, they had to run a pick line because my fucking veins and shit was collapsing so bad
Yeah.
they couldn't even get a IV or nothing in me. And they had to run a pick line, and that was weird as fuck. I was awake when they done that shit, and it felt like the shit was crawling under my
Under
fucking
your skin, yeah.
It went up through my collarbone down into my fucking chest.
Yeah,
Holy shit, dude, that felt weird.
I had one of those arteriograms done years ago where they go in through your leg, you know, your groin, whatever, and they go for to check everything, and it was with the first few minutes. That's what it felt like. It just like made my skin crawl.
Well, it made mine crawl quite a bit, you know. I guess going into the hospital back 15 years ago, I guess that was the last one. I mean, that's just, I didn't even know I was fucking diabetic. And,
I think that's one of those things that people don't find out that they have it until like something like that
Yeah.
happens.
my kidneys had done quit fucking filtering. They just done shutting down. My sugar was so high that a home tester wasn't even ready. It was high.
Yeah.
Got to the hospital and the fucking nurse asked me, intake nurse or whatever, into the emergency room. Looked at me and he said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead." Of course, I didn't drive to the hospital,
Right.
but because I was in and out, I was about to go into a fucking coma. But and he looked at me and said, "How the fuck did you walk through them doors?"
Yeah.
Because come to find out, my sugar was pushing like 900.
Yeah.
You know, and I wound up spending nearly a week in ICU over that bullshit before they got it, back under control and everything. And that pretty much woke me up to a lot of shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because both sides of my family, my mom and my dad's side, both of them have diabetes real bad. It runs through both sides. As well as other issues and shit. Some of them I got, I just don't show it like they do.
Breach Boss, I read your answer. I like your answer. I thought I addressed that, but I appreciate it.
What?
About
Now-
the laborer, craftsman, and
Yeah.
artisan.
How do y'all feel about refiring this, using his phone to do data? How are we looking at longevity here? Because we said 6 to 8 or 709. We're hair past halfway. Take a moment, stretch, do a couple cartwheels, refire this mother. What are we thinking, gentlemen?
What do y'all think? Why is your phone about dead?
So.
So.
I have no idea. I haven't looked at it in a minute, but I've had to switch back to Wi-Fi, and the quality, it's not horrible. Audio's coming in crystal, but
Word. I'm really surprised we haven't. There was one question I thought was going to be the obvious question that has not gotten asked tonight.
what's that?
Why the fuck am I a squirrel?
Well,
And I'll tell you that answer right now.
I don't fucking know. Because you look
I
like
don't
a squirrel.
fucking know.
It just stuck. My
It's
brother-in-law,
stuck.
who is not alive anymore, my sister's husband, started calling me that as a kid, and other people heard him call me.
Fits, man. Because you seem like the type of guy that would literally just, if you wanted to. Now, the reality of the situation is what it is, but I mean,
Yo, yeah,
whether you can or not, that's not going to fucking purchase the real.
Reach Ball, you study at Oxford? I am fucking jealous.
I think
I am a Isaac Newton fucking fanatic, like,
chill,
and So
Huh?
that's badass.
Sparkle I
That
seen
is
in
all. I wish I could.
That, and if
I had the
if
opportunity
we
to go to school
two-part the stream, we can already see your analytics for the first bit.
Yeah,
Get
true.
that read.
Yeah, let's take a. We're gonna take a pause for the calls, and
Come back at you
we'll
in
come
just
back
a
at you
moment
in a
here.
few.
So y'all be
Back now.
Come on back here in a few.
Y'all
Just
come
pause.
back.
y'all come
We'll
back
keep
now.
it
You hear?
chatting.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna.